Hello, everybody! How is it going, my dear people? Welcome back to a lovely new session of Monster Hearts 2. We'll come back with Dethrone the Divine at some point. Until then, I get to torture these people. Vern helpfully recounted last session to me before the camera started rolling. Would you kindly do the same for the audience?
Yeah, give me just a second. I forgot to switch over my microphone. Hello?
Hello?
I should sound better now. Or more
Yeah.
clear, at least.
Let me
Sweet, okay.
actually make sure. Okay. Yeah. All right. So,
God, who the fuck was in that car? Alright, so last time on Monster Hearts, uh, everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong. Okay, listen. So, following up with the previous episode, we took Wix back to their house because they had been wounded when Donna attacked us because tree arm. We found out Monroe fucking saw because he straight up told Hero at a coffee shop. But before that, uh, oh god, I'm already getting lost. Okay, so we took Wix back home. We got Wix all touched up. Wix is okay now. Thumbs up. We went back to Eero's place. We were studying, looking more into the tree. We found a bunch of cool shit. And then Eero and Jasmine went to bed. Then Wix left, went to go get gasoline, got gasoline, ran into Lewis. Lewis is making a car for Sunny, making a vehicle for Sunny. And it's super sweet and I love it. And then Wix went home and put the gasoline in their closet. That's a horrible idea, but that's okay. Cut to Euro. Eero, fuck. Eero goes to the coffee shop, runs into first, sees Sunny in the corner. She's very sad, but then runs into Monroe, who has somebody in the car, but is like trying to be dodgy and not show that he has somebody in the car, and tells Eero that they have a press conference they want to do, and that they saw all three of us, Jasmine, Wix, and Eero, use our abilities when Donna attacked us. Oh shit. Eero runs back to the dorm room, gets Jasmine, wakes up Jasmine. Jasmine's like, oh my fucking god, this is horrible. We need to go talk to my mom. We go talk to Jasmine's mom. Jasmine's mom is like, oh my god, this quack is gonna ruin everything that we've ever tried to stop. So we're heading to the press conference now. Uh, on the side, Wix went to the diner and was just gonna chill and have a good time, and then Samson showed up. Samson said some really sussy shit about working with Monroe. And then someone from Wix's past, I assume some kind of devil, walked in. Wix is like, oh my fucking god. And then that devil and Samson went to the back of the diner to talk. And that's where we left off. Did I miss anything? Awesome.
My brain doesn't tell me you did, but like that's useless. So
Yes. I have 4 of them. I would like to at least get rid of one. I think weird makes sense, and so does aggressive still, but I feel like she's done some things that can counteract being a jerk and being cold.
I just realized for the audience I've been muted. Yeah, so we're currently addressing Jasmine's conditions and stuff, because she has a few that don't really apply to the wider narrative at the moment. Um, for example, we just crossed off jerk because she hasn't been very mean lately. Um, I don't know if you've been particularly well. No, you've shown genuine concern for Wix, so we'll cut off cold as well. Weird and aggressive still fit though. You're the main force that's kind of pushing the team to focus on this case. So we're gonna keep those on.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at Eero. What you got? You have Freak and Meanie. Um, let's see.
Oh, I thought mine was freak. I didn't mean to laugh at that.
No, yours is weird. Um,
Right, mine is weird.
yeah. So you're definitely still a freak, Eero.
Yeah. Thanks.
Meanie.
I think it's fine.
I don't know if you've done anything particularly super nice. I mean, well, no, you shut down fucking uh Samson at the party. Like you stopped him from killing somebody. That's if that ain't nice, I don't know what is. So we'll clear Meanie from you. Um,
Yeah.
freaking what's Wix got? Couple of things. I don't know if or how they will ever be rid of Twink. Um,
I think that's just a permanent one.
yeah, probably. Okay. So cool. Um, let's see. Right. We pick up at on the road. Um, Jasmine, Jasmine and Eero, both of you would have had a lot of time to prepare for like whatever you're going to do once you get to town hall. Um, if you have any ideas for things you would want to do to prepare, you would have been able to do that. Any thoughts?
I think.
No. Arrow's never been this is a very new situation for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Um. Jasmine like took like a talisman for warding off evil and was gonna put it on Eero, and then
Yeah, we told you not to
Your
do
mom
that.
stopped you.
Mom and Eero both were like, "Wait, no, don't do that." And she's
Yep.
like, "Wait, I don't understand," because she doesn't fully understand what Eero is yet.
Right.
Well, it's never been outright stated, so that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she has that like in her pocket, but that's
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Except for like her, her regular playing cards and stuff for her abilities.
All right. Sounds good. Let me actually resize that a little bit. Cool. And Iro doesn't have any ideas either. Your mom, Jasmine, would have like brought a small bag of all kinds of different like components, basically. Um, and uh, hops into the car. You kids hop in as well. Who sits in the front seat, if anyone?
Not Arrow. God, that woman terrifies me.
Cool. So, Jasmine, you sit in the front seat. um,
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
and you are driving towards town hall. Um, your shop isn't exactly like it's at a good middle ground between the center of the city and the college.
Mm-hmm.
It's at like the traditionally mages have found themselves most safe in the outskirts, and traditions carry a
Oh, I thought it
very.
was more like downtown, is what I said.
I'm getting to that.
Oh, okay.
In the outskirts and of like any settlement that they're at, and tradition is a very magically powerful thing. But the outskirts of a city are too obvious. They're where people usually look. The good news is it doesn't have to be literal. It can be a metaphorical. And downtown is about as outskirty as people can get. It's where you find the outcasts, the people that people don't want to see. So you are driving towards Midtown. Um, and for a little bit there, your mom is just muttering some incantations to herself. At one point, she picks up a little sprinkle of thyme and just dusts it across the front of the car. Um, and eventually, she takes a deep breath. Okay, we need to think of a plan. Because, to be perfectly honest, I don't like the idea of killing a man just before he's about to make a big press conference, but uh, that isn't off the table.
I I'm not
Arrow
I'm not
just
gonna kill a dude.
slowly turns. What?
I I'm just saying we need to keep this under wraps, and I don't know how to do that. My best guess is that whatever he has, whatever proof he thinks he has it under lock and key somewhere back in whatever storage rooms they have available. So we would need to be able to search that. But that means we're going to need to get past security. And I think this is a good time to let you both know that I didn't exactly dabble in any um deception charms, manipulation spells, any
What?
less than reputable things. So uh
Well,
Yeah, Jasmine, tell your mother you do. Look your mother in the eyes and tell her you do bad things.
she does. She does do that. She's like, oh, well, I mean, well, because her mom knows it. Jasmine has an innate ability to do magical stuff.
Yeah,
She's
no,
been
you have a
magically
lot more
inclined.
magical talent than she ever had.
That's what skipping a generation does.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I could do a few things.
Okay, then it's your job to get in there and get whatever he's got and get it out. Um, Iro, you go with her. uh, in the meantime, I'll stay on the outside, try to figure out exactly what's going on. I'm sure there are other events going on throughout the day, but I'm also sure that real freaks like Monroe will already be lining up to figure out what the hell he's got waiting in the wings.
I mean, I think the best we can do is just, Area 51 it. Make him
Excuse
sound
me?
crazy. Make him sound crazy.
I.
That's well, that only works if the quote unquote proof he has is something that plausible deniability can function on. If it's not, then well, we just sound like the crazy people.
Yeah, That's kind of where it goes. We are going to discredit him, don't get me wrong. That's where I come in. I've been spending years doing it. But I still need whatever he has gone, or at the very least, for it to be verified.
So I know this is gonna sound great for someone to say, but there's a good chance that this proof that he has is a who and not a what.
Right, we discussed that back at the store. I remember that happened in last session.
Yes,
coming
that's
up again now.
correct.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it's that poor Gilliard girl.
And if that's the case, Jasmine and I guess, trying to sneak in to get it is only gonna get us hurt. I
How
don't have a better
exactly?
plan. I'm just really good at devil's advocate.
How exactly would it get you hurt?
She
Last
attacked
time her hand became a tree.
Right.
and attacked us.
Forgot. Too much happened. Okay. Well, I honestly don't know what to tell you. Try to convince her. If you can't convince her, then... I mean, there's two of you and one of her. Knocking someone unconscious doesn't seem above the board either.
Oh god. Okay.
Look, this is about survival. If they find out what the two of you are, you're dead.
I mean,
Do you
it's
have...
hard to believe that he got someone to agree to show off these abilities to the world.
It's possible that he just abducted her and is expecting something special to happen when she gets on stage. And with the stress that generally comes from being in front of a large group of people, made a spectacle, that's very likely going to happen.
Oh, that's fair.
Honestly,
Okay.
it might be for her own safety if it is her, to abduct the abductee. Abductee? No, abduct the abducted.
Abduct the abductee. You said it right.
Well. Okay. Couldn't we pull like a fire alarm to give us more time if things are going wrong?
Yeah.
That's definitely a good idea. Glad you brought it up. um,
Jasmine's gonna take a moment and like look back at Euro just to like gauge how he's reacting to all this.
You take a wild guess on how he's reacting to this. He's staring out the window, like very clearly panicking.
She's gonna reach back then and then just like gently like put her hand on his and not say anything else.
His head like snaps towards her. Then like processes that she's just lightly touching him and not trying to tell him something like they're going to die.
It's just supposed to
And
be like comforting him.
yeah, he's just panicking. He just nods, just begins like taking deep breaths. Okay, we got this. This will be fine. This will be fine. Right?
Well, if it's not, we'll know immediately. She just glances into the rearview mirror back at Hero.
It will be. Don't worry about it.
He looks like he's going to believe Jasmine, and then what her mother says happens, and then he goes right back, like frame for frame. Looks back out the window, panics again.
Oh, god damn it.
She was just like, by the way, if someone dies, you'll know.
I mean,
She
she's
just like
not
gives her mom
wrong.
like a small glare.
She's like, what? I'm not wrong.
You're traumatizing the cinnamon roll.
Oh, please, that poor boy's traumatized enough. He can handle it.
She's right.
She's just like,
Man.
and then like doesn't say anything else. She'll pull her hand away then, so
All
she
right.
can give Euro a second.
So, um, time passes. If y'all have any questions for uh, Jasmine's mom, you can ask them now. If not, we're gonna get right into the fire.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
How long do you think you can stall him?
Hmm. If I'm, it all depends on what he says, but if he gives me enough opportunities, at least 10 minutes, maybe
Oh,
20.
that's much longer.
I can do 10. And then she's gonna like fiddle with she's gonna shuffle her deck.
Hmm.
Like she's like that's her nervous tick is shuffling her cards.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Any other questions?
Nope.
All right. Uh, you guys pull up, find a parking spot over by town hall. It's not exactly populated. There's like a couple of reporting vans there. Um,
Great.
they're like not. They don't look like they're excited to be there. It's more like it was a slow day at the office, and they don't have a story for tonight because it's a sleepy college town. Um, so this is kind of the closest thing. Uh, and there's actual important stuff being done the same day. Um, so they like there is somebody. One of the crews already has a camera out and has a reporter speaking to it, talking about uh, some like local bill that's being implemented. But yeah, you guys pop right by, step out, and walk towards the entrance to town hall.
Mm-hmm.
When you get up to it, Jasmine, your mom stops the two of you and points you to a separate entrance closer to the back of the building. Storage closets should be over there. Try not to be seen.
Uh, yeah, she'll nod.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then she's gonna step into the main entrance. You guys head over to the side space. As you are walking towards it, you immediately see a rather burly security guard just standing there with his phone in his hand, just barely even paying attention. What do you do?
Immediately on seeing the guy, he just Errol leans into Jasmine and goes, "Who the fuck is that?"
Like loudly?
Panicked, not loud, but definitely not. But it could have been quieter.
Oh, so he's making sure the security guard can see it. Okay, cool. Um, really quickly, Jasmine is gonna hear him shout that, and then flick one of her cards down the hallway. I'm gonna use illusionist.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Uh,
gonna have somebody running down the hallway away from
cool.
wherever
Is
he's guarding
that
at.
is that like a roll ability
It is a
or
roll. Illusionist, you have the ability to create powerful illusions. Roll dark on a 10 up. Your illusion is perfect to the untrained eye.
okay?
On a 7 to 9, your illusion works, but choose one from below. They can tell it's a lie, your materials malfunction, someone takes harm. you create the wrong illusion.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
It's like one of those three.
Mm-hmm.
All right, come on. I have a +2 to dark. Don't fail me now. Yeah.
God
Hello.
damn.
I make someone who's
Okay.
suspiciously running down the hallway away from this where the security guard is like supposed to be guarding at.
Okay. So to better paint the scene, you guys are currently outside, heading towards a side entrance to the building. So there's no like hallway, but you do
Oh,
toss one of your cards, and it morphs into not just one, but a small group, like 3 dudes, all with like black face masks that are um, that are walking towards the security guard for a second, and the guy looks first at you guys, then looks at where Iroh's looking, uh, and sees these 3 dudes. He's like, "The hell? Who are you?" And they all like jump as if they didn't see him there. Turn and leg it. He's like, "Hey, stop!" He puts his phone away and runs. And that is when you learn that this guy, whoever he is, that like burliness to his figure, that's not fat, that's muscle. He fucking
God.
books it.
Well, good thing my illusion is faster.
Yeah. Absolutely it is. It's an illusion. It can be whatever you want.
Yeah.
He
So
books
he's
it off
guarding a
of these
door?
3 randos. Yeah. He's a security guard. That's his whole job.
Yeah, no, I mean like so okay, so there's a door. Okay, then after he turns and runs, she's gonna grab Euro's hand and say, "Come on," and run for the door.
Dope. Okay.
Does door open?
You didn't think it would be that easy, do you?
You son of a bitch.
The door is locked. Of course it's
Okay,
locked. It's the back door.
Okay,
And you're
Does Eero have anything for this?
Oddly, yes.
No.
So when they get to the door, she's locked. He goes, okay. Please don't think, please don't think bad of me. Reaches into his pocket and pulls out like the Amazon wholesale lockpick kit.
No fucking
That's about
way.
$20. This is not a sponsor.
Yeah, hell no, it's not a sponsor. Make Amazon pay. Anyway.
Looks down at them, like doesn't do anything with it first, just holds it, looks down at them, looks back at her, looks down at them, and just go, "I was a troubled kid," and just kneels down
No
and
judgment?
goes to lockpick.
Cool. So you are lockpicking a back door of a government-owned building
In a
trust
small
me.
college town.
in a small
Yeah, trust me,
college
that,
town.
That lockpick is gonna do a lot of work.
Yeah,
It's not
absolutely it
gonna-
is.
It's yeah.
I'm not saying that the pick is gonna fail you. I'm saying Iro needs to roll to keep his cool.
Oh no, not that one.
Oh no, not that one. No. Can I give him one forward to make it a 7?
That's not how forwards work.
I can't.
You
can't
would need
pull
to have
string
a-
to make it hard to easier.
Oh, technically
Let me see. Is that a thing you can do? I'm pretty sure.
Because I have
think
this
it is.
string named Eero.
Tempt them to do what you want. Give them a condition. Add 1 to your roll against them, or add 1 to the harm you deal them. That feels like it should be something you can do. But I think that's also the game trying to put you against each other. But
Yeah.
I have not been in a single Monster Hearts 2 game where characters stayed against each other. So,
I think of one.
well, yeah, but we don't talk about it.
Anyways, But anyways.
You know what? I'm just gonna add that. You can pull
Fuck
a
yeah.
string to add one to a roll.
All right. I'm gonna look at this. My arcane eye is gonna be able to see that string between me and Eero, and I'm gonna tug it with my
So,
finger.
to be clear, strings are not magical in any way. A string
Aw.
is just a signal of your like social leverage over this person.
Oh,
Yeah.
in that case, then she's gonna see him like go to fumble, and she's gonna like gently like touch his shoulder and be like, "You got this," and
Okay,
give
yeah.
him that +1 forward.
Cool. All right. So at this point, what you are afraid of, Eero, is discovery. Um, afraid of being seen breaking into a government building because that has a hefty fine and a few years in jail. And you're an adult now. You wouldn't just be going to juvie, you'd be going to the real shit.
I would not survive in prison.
Yeah. On a 7 to 9, the MC will tell you how your actions would leave you vulnerable, and you can choose to back down or go through with it. So, I would say you know how to pick this lock and you have the tools to do it. But let's see. Well, picking a lock doesn't always break it. And this would be an old lock. It's pretty easy to maneuver. How would this leave you vulnerable? I would say interesting. I think the only vulnerability I can see is that eventually that security guard is going to find out that he's either going to lose the people he's following or find out it's an illusion. Most likely the former. Um, but in either case, he's going to come back here and he will notice that it's unlocked.
All right, cool. We're
So,
on a time crunch. Absolutely, still going in.
cool. Yeah, you pick that lock.
You're
You
good at
guys head
running
in.
away, right?
Nope.
Fuck.
You guys head in. Uh,
Yep.
Yep.
what you find when you go inside is a set of rooms. Like, I think there would be at least 5 different rooms, or at least 5 doors. You're not sure that all of them lead to rooms, but just a small hallway. No idea which one might have what you're looking for. Do you just start opening doors randomly?
No, let's take a critical mind to this, yeah? Gaze into the abyss. I want to figure out where we need to go. Where is this thing that Monroe's hiding?
You got it. Also, Eero, did you mark XP for that miss? Oh wait, no. You it
No,
it
no.
it
It
became a
was
7. Never mind, we're good. All right. Let's see that dark roll.
Fuck! Mark the XP.
Well, yep, mark that XP. You attempt to seek out, focus your vision, and feel a sharp pain in your head. Whatever you are seeking really doesn't want to be found.
Alright. She'll reach up and like hold her eye and say, I can't figure out where it's at.
okay. Well, he just stares down the hallway. Pick it random, I guess.
Alright, you go that way, I go this way.
That's a
He
horrible
like
plan.
well, I mean, it's just one hallway, right? So she's just like, okay, you go left, I go right, and we get the doors on either side. All right, she'll.
Okay.
Unless Eero says anything to
No, he
counter
did.
that.
No. Nope.
Odds and evens. All right. Cool. The two of you go down either end. Just opening whatever doors are closest to you. For the first door that is opened, it's just a bunch of different storage stuff, sound equipment, various other electronics or meeting things, file cabinet, all that stuff. Nothing of note for you. On Eero's side, though, Eero, you open a door. Inside this door, you find a sort of just kind of an empty room situation. Uh, Looks kind of like a break room for probably whoever is running the town hall that day. Um, Pretty small, has a circular table with a bunch of very cheap looking chairs. There's a set of cabinets lining a wall, and underneath that, what looks to be like a basic kitchen counter with a sink and what have you. Um, there's a coffee machine on that, microwave. There's a fridge along the side. Um, but most of that doesn't catch your attention because sitting at that table, looking down at her feet, is Donna Gilliard. When you open the door, she slowly looks up and then jumps out of her chair. What do you do?
He like steps into the room, puts his hands up. He goes, well, let me explain. Let me explain. And like, almost looks like he's gonna he winces and turns his head just a little. Cause I can't take this girl in a fight even if I tried.
Okay. Not really anything for you to roll for that. But I think in this situation, you said you step in. Did you close the door?
Yeah.
Okay. The fact that you immediately closed the door, I think, I don't think it would set her off, but it does keep her cautious. Um, you see Donna's right hand, looking a little brown and literally wound up like a series of tendrils made of wood along it. Um, as she stares at you with a just violence in her eyes, boiling underneath. Talk. Why are you here?
To get you out.
Out of what?
I assume you're here with Monroe, and I don't think you really know him.
He's the history teacher. What wouldn't I know?
Okay, you're right on the history teacher thing, and I also really liked him until he started being really creepy and saying really odd things and wanting to do really weird things. I can show you all my notes on it if I grab my book from my bag.
After everything you've seen, you still want to call him weird?
I mean, kind of.
Look, we both know what happened that night. What happened to Helen. People need to know. This can't just stay quiet.
People knowing opens the floodgates for other people. People who aren't like everyone else to being harmed and hurt.
And how many of those people are there?
Well, I mean, there's one in front of you.
So you're worried about your own ass.
And yours.
Rather than the lives of who knows how many innocents?
But think about it. To someone like you who has whatever it is that you have, on to someone like me with whatever it is that I do, there means there has to be more. We would alienate an entire type of people.
And save thousands of lives.
It's not necessarily true. It would be a witch hunt.
How exactly do you figure that? We're just talking about a tree.
He shakes his head. No, we're not. And that's not what he's trying to uncover here today. There's a lot more than that. The world's a lot weirder than we hoped it would be.
I mean, all he's ever talked about is this town, this set of strange occurrences.
He nods. Yes, but I'm dying. I'm sorry.
You're
Oh
good.
God. Yes, but you have to understand that people like Monroe don't just want to save just this town. In his eyes, to save just this town, to fix just this one issue. It's the catalyst. It's how you get the masses to follow you. And then once that step happens, he would try to uncover something else. Maybe something that isn't hurting anybody and just wants to live in a corner somewhere and read books.
Hero, I want you to roll. Uh, we're gonna change the phrasing of turn someone on to be turn her on to the truth.
Oh, great.
So go ahead and roll hot for me.
Yay. -1, go. Hey.
Mark
I
XP.
failed.
And this person who wants to hide away and read books, what could they do? What can you do? You tried to stop Helen that night. Did you know what was going to happen?
He shakes his head. No, I just knew she'd be hurt. I tried to intervene as best I could, but
Did you
it's
really?
like
Did you run
I
over and
got
try to
up.
grab her out of the way?
I'm not that fast. I was on a bench. I also don't get a lot of information. I just knew something bad was going to happen. It's like if you see two people walk into an alleyway and someone follows afterwards. I might guess what's going to happen. It's probably bad. But I'm just a guy. I tried. I called out to you guys. I got up, but
One
it happened.
second. 1 second. You're something like me. And she holds up her hand and the wood spins into like this full on drill shaped appendage. And the next you're just a guy? What are
Why
you?
can't why can't we be both? Why can't we be something different than human and still be human? We grew up the same as everybody else. We went to the same classes, the same school, drank and ate the same food. It's just we're different. And that doesn't change everything that much. It shouldn't. Today he wants to change that. You have to know some part in you that this can't be great. Now, I'm not saying we don't get the fucking rid of that damn tree. Because I want it gone too. But there has to be a safe way to do it.
I'm starting to wonder if there's a safe way to do anything anymore. We're going to leave on that for a second. We'll come back to this scene. But we've only addressed one door that had something of note in it. There is
What?
another door. Jasmine,
No.
Oh no.
you open a door. Inside that door, you find something. Let me actually see what you find.
Yay.
Oh man, I should have rolled on this.
Anything bad, is it, right, boss?
Probably. Let me see now. Oh, that's perfect, actually. Okay, cool. You look inside, and at first, this just seems like a normal storage room, another dead end. But something calls out to you.
No.
Unbidden, to your own will, your magic, your sight, notices something you don't.
Okay.
And probably against your better judgment, you take a step into the room.
I do. I would.
The closer you get, the faster your heart beats.
Okay.
And you can't tell if it is a reaction of fear or something more salacious.
Salacious?
Sus.
Ah. So if it's fear or just what? Just suspicious?
The sexual.
Oh. Wait, what? Okay.
It's like the closest thing you can ascribe it to is meeting someone much taller than you and much stronger than you and not knowing what they're like. The fear is
Oh,
there,
okay. I understand.
but
Fully
there's
understand.
also, yeah. Except
I do
it's
like tall men.
it's more existential.
Oh.
Like rather than staring at someone physically larger, there is something here, a presence here that dwarfs your own.
Oh God. Okay.
Now, you know it is in this room, but this is a laden storage room. There's file cabinets, there's drawers, there's, old television sets and other appliances. There's all kinds of things in here. Do you take the time to search, or do you have some other way of either finding this thing or convincing yourself to get the fuck out?
I want to find it. I'm a snoopy little baby. Because it might be the thing that he has. She doesn't know. She doesn't know Donna's in the other fucking room right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, do I have anything? Also, weird question, and
Hmm?
you do have to answer this honestly. Has anybody ever gazed into the abyss about my character?
None of the players have.
Because I was gonna say I don't know. I think I've mentioned this before many times, but I forget to iterate it every so often. That anytime someone gazes into the abyss about me, I automatically know.
Ah, I see. Then this would have
But I have
happened.
to
How long have you had that move?
since the beginning of the RP.
Okay.
You start with that one on magician.
Then there is something that I should have told you. Like a long while ago.
I just happened to be looking through my abilities and was like, oh yeah, that's a thing. Oh, that's a thing. I should probably say this again.
Yeah. I must not have fully internalized that when we first brought it in. There
It's
is
called Now I
exactly
See.
one person that has done that.
I posted it to chat for you.
Okay.
Automatically aware of anyone who attempts to gaze into the abyss about you to try and find out where they are. Roll dark. Up to,
So,
on a 10 up, you can pinpoint their location. On 7 and 9, you get 2 locations and no way to discern which is accurate.
damn. We'll resolve that roll at another time because
Okay.
it's not related to this current scene. This is something that would have happened before the RP ever began. If I
Okay,
if I had
perfect.
thought about it properly, then we would have started the role play with this role, and I'm very sorry about that. Um, but I will tell you who.
Aw. Oh.
Your very
Do I?
first your very first day of class. Your Actually, yeah, your very first class at this school, in fact. Professor Bloom gazed into the abyss upon you.
The guy in leather?
Yes.
I knew it. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I knew leather was important.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't metagame. Ah! Alright.
I mean, it's
Alright.
not really metagaming. Your character knows this.
Yeah. Okay, so she just would have, not done anything about that. And just, kept him at arm's length. That's
Mm,
it. That's all.
cool. So yeah, back to the present moment.
So anyways, I just wanted to see if, this thing that I'm about to encounter has done that on me.
Oh,
So I'm gonna roll Gaze into the Abyss on it now. Whatever this
okay.
strange feeling I have is.
Go ahead.
Yay! No level ups. Thank
Yeah.
God.
Cool.
What is this? I'm rolling on the thing in this room. My hand goes up to my eye and I open it further to
Yeah.
try and see.
Cool. You Now that you are in this like this presence, this force,
Mm-hmm.
whatever was pushing you out earlier doesn't have any influence. You focus and scour the space before you. And as you do, your vision locks with another set,
Oh.
another pair of eyes.
Okay.
Very much not human.
Of course it
Where
isn't. Why would it be?
where an iris normally extends, it has mixed with the pupil. the color that remains is this orange black shaped in the form of a spiral. And where ordinary eyelids would be, you find whatever classifies as skin for whatever this is spins towards the center whenever it blinks in 8 separate eyelids. Everything about this stare screams spiral. There is a twist to every piece of these eyes. And in that twist, you feel your head spinning as what you gaze into gazes back. But you manage to lock that feeling, compartmentalize it, and focus further in. Try to identify what you're seeing. As your mother described it, magic is possible by concentrating the energies existent in all of life and everything that has already passed. There are layers upon layers to this. There's the cycle of death and rebirth, which changes the classification of whether something is a spirit or now living, or has transcended either situation. And from that transcendence, there is still more power to be gained. What you are regarding is that third being, something that has transcended life and death. But you are not gazing upon its full form. To do that would possibly destroy your sanity. No. This is something contained. You are essentially staring through a small visor, focused on just its eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And more than likely, just 2 of them. Because there's nothing saying this creature could only have 2 eyes. Creature doesn't even really describe it. It's a being, an entity, an existence you can't fathom. And yet it had to have been alive once, and dead, and alive again, and dead again. Which brings to mind the spiral you're seeing. It's not a never-ending course. It has a purpose, but the purpose is that center. And that center is somewhere in this room. That somewhere turns out to be the bottom drawer of a dingy little shelf in the back. And you know this because by the time your vision has finished, it's in your hand. You see a small locket with exactly one of that creature's eyes pressed in to the stone. Said stone is some form of obsidian with a similar sort of spiral adornment around it. And to connect it into the traditional necklace form of a locket, you find multiple prayer bead-like pieces, each with their own sort of squiggle in the center.
Mm-hmm.
As you hold this thing, you know that any random person would probably feel the need to run from it immediately, because humans fear what they do not understand.
Yes.
You, however, feel the warmth of a heartbeat.
From the locket?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
you found it. What do you do with it?
I'm gonna pick it up.
You already did. It's in your hand.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna stand up with it and look around the room for a second to try and get like a bearing on like what has happened in the few moments that I wasn't able to think.
You look around the room. Uh, you find that the various objects that were between you and this specific spot have been tossed aside.
Like
Some of
I toss
them,
them aside?
I mean, you're the only one in here.
Shit.
Some of them actually look kind of heavy, and you realize in this moment that your arms are a little sore right now.
That's not. Phew.
Nothing like broke or anything, nothing even tore, but you are pretty sure that you just did a number on this place.
Oh, someone probably heard that. She said under her breath.
Hmm. That's a good point, actually. Um,
No, wait.
you
I'm doing the thing again.
will. You do. You're not sure, but you think you hear some footsteps.
Okay,
You should go.
yeah, yep, out the door, and where did Iro go?
Hero, we're back in the room. Um, so you are staring down, uh, Donna with like a wooden spike sort of deal as her hand. You already tried talking her down, or at least you tried some arguments. You could try some more, maybe they might work. I don't know, the situation's pretty tense, and you're not sure, but you think you hear some voices. Not super close by, but close enough that they could be here within a minute.
Mm. He looks at the door and quickly turns back to her. How much do you actually trust Monroe with all of this?
At least as much as I trust you.
Perfect. He then like clearly shaking, very clearly scared in the situation. Like the bravado that is coming from maybe his face and his voice does not match his physicality at all. Boy is clearly shaken. He puts his hand towards her. If that's the case, please come with me. I'll show you everything I have. If by the end of all of this you still believe in Monroe, then I will come talk to you. I will come with you to talk to him. But please give me time.
Hmm. You know? Yeah, I think this is. So, the unfortunate thing about Monsterhearts is that it doesn't give you a lot of opportunity to convince people of things. You pretty much have to seduce them or do something related to HOTS to try to get them to do what you want, or collect a string that you can then pull. There's not a whole lot about shutting someone down. I guess you can intimidate somebody with violence through lash out physically. But, there's not a lot of options for convincing people. And the reason for that is that people have their own choices and wills. Every NPC wants something, and will do what they need to do to get it. This die, which probably isn't going to get a lot of focus, contains a piece of moss and a little fake skull.
It's kind of rad.
It is what I would like to refer to as one of my fate dice. And this die operates on a little something similar to what we already know. If I roll a 4 to a 6 on this die, Donna goes with you. If I roll a 1 to a 3, she explains to you what trusting you as much as she trusts Monroe actually means.
Oh. We
Well,
tried,
you're-
everybody.
We
Hey,
tried.
let's go!
Fate wins.
Wild. Okay. Donna Gilliard looks at you. Her hand wilts back to a normal human palm. All right. We'd better leave.
Great, she just grabbed my hand. She just gets fantastic. I'm sweaty. He turns and goes to just leave.
Cool. Yeah. She follows. Just as you're thinking, where's Eero, Jasmine? Eero pops out of the door. And you both notice that the press conference has begun. Everyone, please, I will answer any questions that you have just as soon as I have provided the evidence that I've... Evidence? You expect us to believe you have some kind of proof that any of the crackpot theories you have are real? You hear your mother's voice in that crowd. Miss Beck, you run a shop based on these things. My shop is based on Wiccan beliefs, not on the presence of actual druids and fairy tales. And, yeah, you guys leg it, right?
Yeah, I'm God.
Cool. Roll to run away.
Back out the door. Wait, I have a thing for this.
All right. Whatever your thing is, make sure it counts.
Oh yeah. Actually, I'm gonna. Okay. When in a dangerous or awkward situation, roll volatile to disappear. What do we normally use for runaway?
Volatile.
Okay.
Hmm.
Nobody in the area can track you.
My God. At least I'm
Please.
about to level up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave me.
I'll wait to use now you don't. I'm just gonna use the runaway normal.
I'm pretty sure you have to. I actually don't know with a.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So, Jasmine, you run. The three of you run for the exit. And as you get out the door, Eero, you turn and see the security guard running back towards you. Jasmine, because you have a move related to this, I'm basically going to rule it that disappear thing is just what you do when you run away. I mean, they use the same stat It's the same basic deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a more effective running away. Which makes sense. You're using literal magic. So, you, as you're moving, try to grab onto both of them. But in Eero's distraction, he slips and falls into the dirt. You're only able to grab onto Donna, and the two of you disappear before this guy registers your presence. He registers Eero's, though.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Hey,
Would
the hell are you doing?
Euro behind?
You already disappeared with magic.
Fuck yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't able to grab Euro in time, so
Yeah.
she just vanished.
Yeah. So, this huge burly ass dude is now running towards you, Eero. You already failed to run away. What do you do?
Slowly turn to the guy and just gonna goes, hi. We're gonna try to dumb teen our way out of this.
He runs back over. This guy is tired. He doesn't do anything violent or anything. He just steps out. What are you doing here, kid? This place is off limits.
I'll answer you. Don't think I'm not gonna answer you, but are you okay? You look like you're about to pass out.
I just ran like a mile plus. Those guys are fast.
You chased people for a mile and they got away?
Got into a car. I can't follow a car.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Okay.
Got the license plate though, so cops have something to work with.
Good job.
What were you doing in the back room? How'd you even get in there? The door was locked.
It wasn't when I got there.
There's no role for lying, so.
I was listening to the people out there argue, and he sighs. I was dared to come look at it, but come in the back and look what it was as like a test of courage kind of thing.
Fucking kids.
And I'm not the bravest of people, so I thought this might be an easy thing of just walk in and walk out, especially when I didn't see anybody. Please don't get me kicked out of school, sir. This is all I have.
I don't even have the power to do any of that. Best I could do is hand you over to the police, but at worst, this would be a misdemeanor. Look, just whoever told you to do this shit, what I want you to tell them is that if you had been caught, you would have been facing over $2,000 in fines. Don't be stupid. Tell them don't be stupid.
I will. Definitely. After they think I'm really cool. They're a really pretty girl, sir.
Kid. He reaches over, puts a hand on your shoulder. It is a heavy hand.
I look terrified, and it's completely genuine terror.
And yeah, he just says, "Take it from me. You don't do anything that puts your life at risk for a pretty girl. Get me?"
Yeah, I think I completely understand.
All right. Now, he pulls his hand away and jabs his thumb. Get out of here before I lose my job.
If there's like a door he has to go through, he hits it, doesn't
No.
open, and goes, and then, alright, great, then he just runs.
Yeah, you're outside. You just run. He
Cool,
caught you
fucking
just
leave.
as you were leaving, so yep.
Rad.
You leave. You head back to the car, I assume. Um, and within like 10 minutes or so, Jasmine's mom walks out. The press people are walking out, and Monroe is storming out, livid, like looking around
Was there?
frantically.
I hide.
Yeah, you guys
Where
hide
is
for sure.
yeah, where is Jasmine and Donna at this
I
point?
assume
They're
you
hiding in the
go.
car, right?
Yeah, I assumed you guys would all be hiding out in the car.
Yeah, I'm like, just please keep your head down.
Hmm. She does. She's you know. Eventually, your mother returns. Um, Opens the door, looks inside, and sees Donna. Oh, thank God. Figured you kids did something. I wasn't sure, but whatever proof he had, she comes in and closes the door, was gone, so figured you did something. Good job. Hello, Miss Gilliard. Pleasure to meet you. I am Jasmine. I am Jasmine's mother. My name is Mira Beck. That's probably not right. I'm sorry.
Nope, it's Jennifer.
Jennifer. My name is Jennifer Beck. It's a pleasure to meet you. Um, Hi. So, I've been spending a lot of time over the last couple of days in strangers' cars. Could we like speed the? Oh yeah, no, of course, absolutely. Everybody buckle in. Um,
Yep.
so you guys pull out and drive back to Jennifer's home.
Back to the shop.
Yep. Uh,
Or do we go to the house? Probably the house, actually.
yeah. I kind of assumed they were like the same place. Like she just lives
No.
above the shop. Okay.
No.
Um, cool. So
No, they have a house.
cool.
Uh,
Then what does it look like? What is it like? Describe it for us.
I described it in like the first episode, I think,
Oh,
but
oops.
to
Mhm.
reiterate it, she lives in a suburb,
Hmm.
but she's in like one of those manufactured suburbs where every fucking house looks the same.
Mhm.
Um, so it's got a little lawn. It's like a two-story house. There's like a narrow walk path of concrete up. There's a driveway.
Oh.
But the thing that they use to like differentiate their house is there's always a dream catcher on the front door.
Hmm. Okay.
It's
Got it.
just like a cute thing.
Okay. Cool. Um. So sorry. Were you finished?
That's pretty much it.
Cool.
That's what the outside looks like. And the
Okay.
inside is like really plain.
Okay. Normal person stuff. Not like
There's
dripping in like a shit. Yeah.
there's one, two, three, four bedrooms. Yes.
Okay.
Specifically. That's a very important number for me.
Okay. Um. And is your grandma like living with you
Yes.
guys? Cool. Um.
Her name is Julie. It's always a J. I
Okay.
made sure to write that down.
Cool. Uh, as usual, your dad has work, so you guys drive up to your mom's house, your house, and step on in. Um, actually, did we want to have some conversation on the drive there? Because it would have been at least like half an hour.
Uh, is it the same? Like Jasmine's in the front, Arrow's in the back.
Yes, but now Donna's sitting next to you.
Fantastic.
Hmm.
While like they go and there's a small bit of awkward silence because people in this car, I assume, there's going to be awkward silence. he just reaches into his bag and hands her this like kind of ratty leather-bound notebook. It goes, here's most of my notes. If you can't read my shorthand or my terrible handwriting, I'll just tell you what it says. I also don't know if you can read while in the car.
She opens up the book and starts reading. What all did you actually write?
So it depends on where she's starting. If she opens to the front cover, it's all of Arrow's stuff, like growing up about seeing ghosts and shit.
Mm.
Midsection is about where this stuff happens. And it's just like Monroe asked this kind of question. Tree voices everything about the tree and about like the 13 myths, ancient guardians of London. The fact that he just happened to know that girl died. It's basically all the information Arrow knows is in this book. I know, terrible security breach.
Mm. Okay.
Shit, did he write anything about Wix and Jasmine then?
Let me go check my notes real quick. Um, it's not something that she might know what it means, but it says that you guys are supposed to be dead, along with other people who probably should be dead.
It's just a list of people who are supposed to be dead. Like, why are they not
Yeah.
dead?
Is Donna's name on that list?
Yeah. No, Donna is basically not in the thing at all.
Okay.
Because she went missing, and I had no confirmation, and then I had too much confirmation, and that was yet like 2 days
I
ago.
could have sworn that during one of the sessions, you talked about Wix and Jasmine being two of the people that were supposed to be dead, and then you noticed Donna and were thinking she's another person that's supposed to be dead. Was that not?
I don't have anything about that.
Okay. Then,
I have missed notes before.
I mean, we can nix it. Like, I at the time didn't know what you were talking about. So it probably was just like an improv thing that didn't have basis. So, yeah, she reads through that stuff, and after she's done, closes the book, hands it back to you, and says, "Yeah, about as convincing as his stuff."
He like smiles a little, and then it goes away, and he gets like a confused look. Is that's an insult, right?
How much do you believe in him?
That's a really good question. I believe that he believes everything that he says.
Do you believe he's right?
I think that someone who I believe that if someone throws a bunch of balls down a hallway, at least a few of them are going to end up in the right spots.
That's a
Yeah,
pretty fair
yeah.
answer.
Yeah, well, that about sounds right. So, you what can see ghosts, see when people are gonna die, like?
Well, it's changed growing up. I used to just kind of hear, see dead people. Spirits, ghouls, specters. There's a lot of names. Most of them are not nice. Casper is a lie.
Does he say that?
Yes, he says that, looks at the ground, accepts that didn't comfort him like he thought it might.
Aww.
Nods. But I can now sense when someone might die.
Um, your Jennifer pops up, or pipes up rather. Um, it's less of a sense and more of an action. He's a voice of death.
What does that mean?
It means he is the literal alarm bell for death itself.
Oh, that's kind of
Anytime,
cool.
anytime death comes knocking, rather than being so much aware of it, he just rings. At which point he and anyone else of the magically inclined becomes aware of it. And being so close to death, naturally, you would be able to see and sometimes converse with those who have already passed through it. You know an awful lot about this stuff, Miss Beck. I'm a witch. So is she. Oh, well,
Mom?
Get out of Jasmine.
that explains the whole disappearing act we pulled. Yeah, she's...
Jasmine would have just straight up told her, like, don't question it.
Yeah,
Just go.
you know. Yeah, she's really good.
I wouldn't say I'm good. I'm just...
Sweetie, you could run circles around me. She just glances in the rearview mirror. What's up?
She's like, Grandma runs like a mile around me.
Does she actually mutter that?
Yeah, she wants to be as good as her grandma one day. She's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like mumbling that.
Yeah, no.
Complaining that
Jennifer
she's
would
not good enough
absolutely
yet.
pick up on that. Grandmother has been living for nearly 90 years. What? So you're like a long line of witches and warlocks? Just witches, warlocks get power from a specific source. Witches pull it from multiple sources. Okay.
I don't think there's been a single non-female witch in our ancestry. Unless I'm crazy.
Women tend to find it easier to pull from magical sources. We are the givers of life, so naturally we have a closer attachment to life. So is that why I'm becoming a tree? Not exactly. It's complicated. Probably more complicated than... Look, once I can do a couple of rituals, I can explain it all. We just need to get home first. Actually, probably better to let Mother handle that one. Yeah, I think at that point Donna just like sits back and looks nonplussed about the whole situation. Anything
Jasmine's
else?
like nervously like drumming her fingers on her knee for the rest of the car ride.
Arrow begins scribbling in his book again.
What is he writing? What is he writing?
I learned a lot of information in that 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, he writes anything moderately supernatural in this book. Why? I really don't know. It's a horrible security system.
Terrible, but I love it.
It's more secure than having
someday.
More secure than having a document on a computer.
Fair.
Well, yeah, but like someone has to physically mug it from me, and I'll let you know, fam. A moderately fit 12-year-old could take it from him.
I think on that pleasant note, as we're moving towards Jasmine's house, we're gonna take a short break. I need to use the bathroom, so
sounds great.
Catch you on the flip.
Catch ya on the flip.
We ride
All right, we
into the great
are
beyond.
back.
Hello.
Hello again, everybody. So, let me make sure that's happening. Cool. Ah. Now then, the three of you, now the four of you, with Jasmine's mom, pull up to her house and walk on through. As you step inside, Jennifer calls out, "Mom, we've got a patient," and sets down her bag and her keys. And is like, "Just sit down anywhere," as she heads on over to the hallway to track down Jasmine's grandmother.
Mm-mm. Her name is Julie Wilson.
Oh, she didn't take her husband's name? Oh.
Jennifer got married to Anthony Beck.
Oh, right. I'm
So it's
stupid.
Jennifer Beck.
I'm a dummy. Understood. Funny dumb boy.
So her
Let's-
mom's grandma's.
All right. Yeah. So-
Proceed.
Yeah.
Hi.
It's Julie Wilson. All right. So words failing. You three take a seat. And soon enough, Jasmine's grandma gets wheeled out to the living room.
Wheeled out.
Is she how old is she?
She's like in her 90s, where she's got like the body of like a 60-year-old.
Okay, never mind then. She walks out.
right,
Describe her for us then.
God. We discussed this over text. I don't know if you remember anymore.
I can look it up real quick.
I don't think I ever gave her an appearance. I just said like her mannerisms are like the grandma from Dan to Dan.
Right. Okay, got it. Cool. So she
I couldn't think of any
walks
other way to say
in.
it. She's kind of crass,
right.
but she's also very loving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She walks in and just kind of stares down her nose at like everyone present. It's like, okay, so what do we have here? She walks over, stares down, stares Eero in the face, and is like, "You don't look much like a tree." Mom, that's her? Huh? Oh. Okay. Excuse me. Walks over to Donna. It's like, well now. What happened to you, Missy? My best friend died. Taken in by the tree, yeah? The willow? Yeah, it was all over the news. I don't plug into that shit. All lies and newfangled tech.
I love it.
But that willow got him. Well, that settles it. Garden variety curse. Take her away. She just turns around. Whoa! Donna like reaches out. Okay, so I'm cursed. What can be done about it? Huh? You want to do something about it? Curse ain't a death sentence. You just got tree bits now. That's life.
I fucking love it.
Okay, then what... If we were to get rid of the tree, would that get rid of it? Kid, you're planning to get rid of something that's millennia old?
Kinda.
You're all Jasmine, I thought I taught you better than this.
To be fair, it's a homicidal tree that killed somebody that goes to the same school as me, and I'm kind of worried that it could happen to someone else or me.
Homicidal or defensive? What was your friend doing when she was killed? What the fuck kind of question is that? What was she doing? She stepped away to take a smoke when I didn't. Yeah, dumb kid smoking next to a Wampin Willow. Happens to the best of us, or the worst of us, really, because she shouldn't have been smoking near a tree. You don't bring fire to trees. Scares the living shit out of them. That's why I hate campers. What? So you're saying it's her fault she's dead? Yep.
Come on.
Jasmine, explain to me why I shouldn't murder your grandma right now.
One, you couldn't. Two, she's senile. Don't that.
Senile? Where do you get off, damn brat?
She's gonna turn her back to Donna and look at her grandma and be like, "Grandma, you can't just. We need to get rid of the tree. It's drawing too much attention."
You just said that she couldn't kill me, a 90-year-old human being in possession of magic. What the fuck makes you think you're gonna be able to kill a tree, a magical tree, that is several millennia old?
Okay, well, that quack job Monroe knows about the tree now, so either we get rid of the tree, or
We get rid of
like
Monroe?
no.
I mean, we could. Very easily, in fact.
No, Grandma, no.
Okay, so you're willing to value a human life, that it's gonna last a very short amount of time, over a magical tree.
We don't have to kill the tree. If we could just, like, stop it from killing people.
I mean, that's easy. Just keep people away from it. That's the whole reason I spread that story about, native tribes knowing to stay away from it, was to keep people away from it.
Gremlin book.
Eero just pulls out a book by Jasmine.
The book's been up the whole time. He's just silent because this is not a fight anyone wins.
Uh-huh. It's only a danger to people who are a danger to it. That's how it works. And it sees people as a danger because, let's be honest, we're not exactly environmentally conscious.
Yes, but... Okay, so then what do we do with Monroe to get him to stop investigating it? And how do we keep people away from it? Do you have an answer for that?
I mean, girl just died by going close to it. People probably won't want to go near it. And as far as Monroe goes, he's a quack job. Just get rid of his ammo and we're fine. You got rid of his ammo, right?
She looks at Donna. I think so?
Only if we're getting rid of the tree. Kid, what is your deal? My friend is dead. That's my deal. And I don't care whether more people die or not, she's dead. And that hunk of wood killed her. You're a hunk of flesh, kid. Just a meat bag with electrical signals flowing through it. If we're going to be minimizing anything, we minimize everything. You have a connection to that tree now. You know what it thinks, what it feels. Hell, I bet that's part of the reason you're so livid right now. Some of those aren't your emotions. They're the tree's emotions. Grapple with them on your own damn time.
So then, how do we get rid of the curse that's on her?
Like I said, do you need to? Being a tree person ain't half bad. You can defend yourself better than any normal girl.
Well, what if a normal person, like, sees this?
Well, learning how to control it is definitely the biggest step. I can give you a few books on that. You're not the first person who's been cursed by a tree. So there have been other people who were changed like this. Yeah. And you don't see that as a problem. There are worse curses.
Arrow
Okay.
nods, like, heavily at that. It's like, yeah. And just continues writing.
Okay. And there are worse terminal illnesses than AIDS. But we're still trying to cure AIDS.
Nods.
I mean,
She has a fair
okay.
point.
But it's not terminal. Like, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen? I'm turning into a tree, woman! And they're just going back and forth like this.
Jasmine's just, like, standing next to Eero, like, listening to this. It's just like, I don't know what to say.
He takes a deep breath in, closes his eyes, mumbles something basically inaudible. And even if one could hear it, it probably wouldn't sound like a real word. And then snaps the book closed rather loud, or attempts to snap it rather loud. And then, usually that would be followed up with like a commanding voice or like a thing, but it just squeaks out. The tree disrupts the natural order of things. Those souls are trapped under it. It can't be allowed to just exist like that.
I want you to roll to shut down Grandma.
Don't worry, I'm gonna level up from this.
Let's
I
go.
got a 9.
Shit.
Never mind.
Oh yeah.
Hey!
Okay, cool.
It's a partial succeed. It's good enough.
Alright, so, do you want to gain a string on Grandma, give her a condition, or take one forward?
I'm gonna take a forward.
You're sure about that?
About to end the
It's
session.
string condition. Actually, I'll take a string on Grandma.
Cool. Alright then. Yeah, cool. Grandma is... So, I have to give you a condition, shit.
Just do freak times 2.
Nah.
Timid.
Yeah, he was very quiet about that one, so timid works.
That ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, that's staying forever.
Yep. Cool. So,
Just
yeah.
like Twink.
Grandma asks you to repeat yourself. That's how you get the condition timid. But when she hears that, she's like, and how the hell do you... Wait a minute. She looks closer at you. Oh, shit. And Jennifer, who's just been watching this with like a shaking head, is like, yeah, exactly. Huh. What's your name, kid?
Arrow.
Ira.
Arrow, ma'am.
Okay. Huh. Weird name. And she stands up. It's like, well, shit. Yeah, that's definitely fucking with the cycle of life and death. How the hell did those things how the hell did those things get trapped in a tree? I mean, it's a magical tree, but
Because it's a cursed ass tree.
well, I just said that, but that doesn't mean that it has power over life and death. Something had to have, I don't know, another curse must have woven in with it or something.
Can a curse and a curse? Can a curse something that is cursed?
Yes.
Sort of.
How do you know then?
Don't worry about it.
It's sort of like, how do I put this? What's a good analogy here? It's like it's like, you know, one of those cheese balls you get from like the fair or something, like with all of
Yeah.
the cheese dust and stuff sprinkled over it. So imagine you had that, and then just slapped like a little, like one of those slices of pepper jack just all around it and kind of wrapped it up like it's tinfoil. It's hard. It's really difficult. More than likely, that little pepper jack slice is going to break halfway through. But with enough like finger finagling with like a fire and some melting and some like actual, wherewithal, you could make like a little cheese pop out of a pepper jack wrapped cheese ball. That's sort of what cursing a curse is like. Really difficult, really complicated, really stupid, but it works somehow. Um, and I mean, if anything would be able to do that, it would be something relating to death magic, but what the fuck relating to death magic would be here and interested in the tree? Why would they be trapping souls? I guess souls are a good power source, but what would they be powering? I'm beginning to wonder if this is above my pay grade.
What do you mean? No one's getting paid.
I'm not getting paid.
Well, I
Grandma?
mean,
Mom? These are Jasmine's friends. You know, if we keep running a charity like this, we're gonna go broke. Okay. Alright. So, when exactly did you get involved with this tree?
oh god, how many days has it been now?
I would say it's been at least a week. You guys spew the spiel, basically. Um, and let's see. Trying to think of anything notable that would catch her attention. Um, she would note, the voice of death thing. Um, and the fact that y'all were seen doing magical shit. Um, she's about to go off at
Jasmine.
that.
Yeah, Jasmine's like, maybe we shouldn't mention that part, and then it gets mentioned anyways, and she's like, oh.
No wonder that freak is going off. Okay. And as you all are finishing up, she's like, all right. Yeah, that more or less clears everything up. But there's one other question I got. The fuck is in your pocket, Jasmine? It's like static ringing in my ear.
Huh? Oh, she pulls out the talisman from her one pocket, and she's like, I have this, and then her other pocket, she pulls out the freaky obsidian amulet that she found. Uh, this was what I found at City Hall.
You
And like it was really weird. I kind of blacked out for a second, and there was the eye looking at me, and then I was holding this.
you found that at City Hall?
Uh-huh.
Do you know how long it has been there?
No.
Okay. Okay. That... Hmm. Damn it, I wish I could say definitively that that answers a question, but it could just be adding another.
Well, what is it?
That is an artifact of an elder god.
I'm sorry, what? I had that in my pocket.
Yeah, Jennifer's like, I want to say that's a synchronized "I'm sorry, what" from your mom and you. Um,
And I looked down at it, I'm like, that was in my pocket.
and you should not toss it away. If you're gonna get rid of it, just set it down somewhere. No sudden movements.
Uh, where should I put it?
Anywhere. If, I mean, it's not terrible
Do I
to...
hand it to you? And she like holds it out to her.
No,
like,
no, no,
at
no, no, no,
arm's
no, no, no,
length,
no,
like,
no, 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 no.
Oh, okay. Jasmine's like kind of freaking out.
Okay, all right, kid. I need you to take a deep breath. It's not as bad as it seems, all right? Elder gods were really hyped up by hip Lovecraft and whatever bullshit he concocted. That's not...
Uh-huh.
They're not all, deep ethereal beings that are just waiting to destroy the earth. That's not the whole shtick. And what few there are being held in check by the others. So nothing dangerous is going to happen for you just holding the damn thing.
So should I put it in like a shoebox under my bed upstairs?
If you want, you can put it wherever. It's not going to hurt you. Unless you do something really dumb. If you want.
Should I just hold on to it? Do I put it away? What do I do? What do you...
Kid, it's a necklace.
Uh-huh.
Do whatever you want that you would normally do with a necklace. The more mundane you treat it, the less power it'll have.
Oh.
But it does have power. And that's kind of the thing. So, artifacts, for just so you understand what you're dealing with, they themselves are not the source of the power they hold. They are a window to that source. Now you can open that window, you can close that window, you can pull a curtain over that window. You can do whatever you want, but that window is still going to be there.
Okay.
So my only real requirement here is just don't let somebody dumb take it. Like, that's it. Keep it out of other people's hands, because you're not going to do anything stupid with it. Someone else who does could cause some serious problems. Like, for example, and I'm just spitballing here, maybe a deadly tree that steals souls.
So don't let it go near the tree. Understood. Iro,
Yeah, probably
you're
not.
writing this down, right?
He nods as like his pen's going extremely quick, flips a page, continues writing.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, that one specifically, I think if I'm looking at that right, that looks like it's bound to Uzumaki, the spiral conceptually.
I fucking
It's
knew it. I fucking knew it.
Yeah.
Fucking Gingy to looking ass.
it's yeah, which makes could make some sense. Spiral is themed after tornado, and tornadoes they pick stuff up, they gather them in, they pull them into a center. Um, but there's also other ways to use it. There's other ways to think about it. The center of that spiral, for example, could be thought of as the eye of the storm, which means Uzumaki isn't just a god of theft or anything. It's also a god of safety and protection. Um, there's all kinds of ways to interpret the concept of a spiral. It's definitely not out of the realm of thought that someone could interpret a spiral spiritually, as in something that sucks in ghosts and spirits and all of that.
So if I was near the tree with this on,
I listen, I don't know what ritual was actually performed or who performed it. So I've no idea what that would do.
maybe Monroe isn't as good of a person as we thought. Or as I wanted to give him the benefit of a doubt.
It
Well,
would make sense that he'd want the tree to get more powerful. If it
Does it?
becomes a well-known thing, it's hard to ignore something strong.
well,
He's known as a genius.
here's the thing though. How many souls did you say were trapped inside that tree?
He stares at the woman. More than I could count. Innumerable?
Then that tree was cursed a long ass time ago. Far longer than Monroe could have been alive. Like, even an artifact like this, it doesn't have enough power to pull in every death from across the city. And even if it could, you'd still be able to count that many voices. I mean,
I couldn't count them.
people die pretty often, obviously, but one city can only account for, I don't know, a couple of hundred deaths a year.
Oh, great. There's another step to this.
And to be perfectly honest, I've met the quack. No magical talent. None whatsoever. He wouldn't have even been able to pull the magic power from this thing.
And here I thought that we'd
So
solve
then-
that, and then we could go back to our regular days.
Jasmine, scratches her head a few times.
Oh,
about-
fuck.
Professor Bloom. Do you know anything about that guy?
Bloom? Who's that again?
Our English comp teacher. Like the first day of class, it felt like, you know, that reading thing I do? It felt like he was doing it to me.
Just a second. We are experiencing some technical difficulties.
Oh no!
Hmm. Oh, shit. Shit. Hang on. Pop out. Okay. What the hell is going on? Screen's completely frozen. Unless it's not, and OBS is lying to me. Let me check the feed.
Oh yeah, no, the feed is fine.
Hmm.
OBS was lied to.
Okay.
Feed is fine.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's bizarre. Okay. Weird. Well, whatever. So, shit, I'm sorry, I got completely distracted. What was being discussed?
So she asked about Bloom. She said, remember that reading thing I do?
Right, yeah.
He did that to me on my first day. At least I think so. It was something like that. It felt like it.
Okay. Yeah. Um, really? Okay.
And he wears all leather all the time, which is weird.
Mm-hmm. I mean, not outside the realm of possibility. There's definitely some weird shit going down at that school.
Oh, that's an understatement.
I guess it's worth looking into. But even if we are going to destroy a multi-millennia old piece of very important foliage, we'll need to figure out how. Because I hate to break it to you kids, but burning it down is not going to cut it. At least not with any normal fire. It would need something a lot more dangerous than normal fire.
Like what?
Well, let's see. Um, napalm could at least dent it. Get some uranium and pump it into that sucker. It'll probably die. Um,
I feel like doing anything like that without dealing with the curse first is just going to make it worse.
maybe. And then there's. So I guess the question is how to deal with the curse. And good news is the same elder god that did it could probably undo it if we understood how it was done in the first place.
She looks at that little locket again and says, "Couldn't this one help us?"
Well, that's what I mean. We have the tool, but we need to figure out how to use it right. You don't take a wrench to your car's engine and just whack the damn thing expecting something to work. You have to learn how to fix a car.
Well, I guess I got a lot of reading to do then.
Yep. Same. Apparently, I don't know as much about that whole situation as I thought. Ugh. But more importantly, she's gonna look over to Donna and say, until that tree's taken care of, you need to learn how to control that curse. Otherwise, you really are gonna turn into a tree. Donna looks like she's just been rammed over the head with several tons of legalese. She's just like, yeah, sure. Whatever. What's, So, what? Am I gonna have to practice hymns or something? Or. Oh, fuck, you think we are? The Catholic Church? No, 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 no. Here. She turns around, bends over, grabs a couple sets of, like, probably. Well, she looks over at Donna for a second. Yeah, 20 pounders will do it. Grabs two 20-pound weights. Donna's like, wait, well, what? You gotta be strong enough to resist the curse's pull. And that's not just metaphor. She pulls like Donna's hands out, puts these in him. Donna like, "Whoa, are you serious? 100 reps a day, 10 10 kilometer run, 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups," and she's just listing off this workout
Oh my god.
regimen. Jennifer walks over to the two of you and is like, "Do you kids need a ride back to campus?"
Uh,
I gotta go grab some stuff out of my room first.
Probably, but isn't she coming with us?
What the fuck? Why is it recording that one?
What?
OBS is recording the wrong screen. Give me a sec. Okay.
Oh no.
Appreciate that, Kronos.
Discord messages have been leaked.
Vegeta, we need to blow up the Earth. Alright. Okay. So. Yeah. Jennifer offers you guys a ride home, ride back to campus, and you accept it.
Yes.
Is
Before
Donna
she goes,
coming with us?
Oh. Um. I think Jennifer would give her a ride later because Julie is going to be telling Donna a lot and supervising her first training session.
Fair.
yay!
We should figure out where she's going. Because she shouldn't probably be alone or go back to her room. Because Monroe is going to be looking for her.
Well, I mean, she needs my bedroom upstairs, or she needs us to hide. Which is probably a good thing. She should probably hide.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Oh, good. I don't have to get to the point of where I offer my room. Oh, I'm so glad that didn't happen.
Jasmine will go to over to Donna and ask her if there's anything like she needs from her dorm room to send back with her mom, and then let her know that she can use her room upstairs for anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she gives you a list of like stuff, mostly study materials and such, and yeah. I think I don't have anything for like a terrifying ending here. I think I threw enough terrifying stuff at you guys today. So I think we're just gonna call it there.
Yay!
Next week, or actually, it would be the week after next if we're not able to make a session happen next week. If we are able to make a session happen next week, it'll be Dethrone the Divine. But
Yay!
if not, then we'll just have a Monsterhearts session the following week. We'll see what happens. But when we next do Monsterhearts, we're gonna find out why Wix wasn't able to show up to
Yes.
the city hall. Until next time, thank you everyone so much for stopping by. Thank you to my wonderful players for joining me today. All of my starting soon, break screen, and ending screens were drawn by Vern. She's wonderful. Check out her Twitch channel down in the description below. Nil doesn't have anything for me to plug, but they have been your players. I have been your game master. And have a wonderful night, everybody. Take care of yourselves. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Bye.